Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net on Friday the 13th of March. Thanks again for watching. This is your look ahead video. If you want a forecast for the next couple of days, check out our fast forecast. And cyclones and typhoons are the order of the day across Australia and Southeast Asia. This is the satellite picture from earlier on this morning. You see a cyclone going down the coast of Western Australia here. Also, two really quite significant features out here in the Pacific Ocean. And another cyclone here up in Northern Australia as well. And it's this feature here that's the biggie. This is Tropical Cyclone Pam, and it's headed its way southeastwards. It's got winds of 170 miles per hour associated with it. So that one is the granddaddy, or grandmother, I suppose, of all of those storms just at the moment. But as we get deeper into the season, expect there to be some more spectacular satellite pictures coming out from that part of the world. Notice too some pretty heavy showers here across eastern Australia as well. If you're a Formula 1 fan, then Melbourne is looking pretty dry. As you can see down here, look, generally clear of cloud today. And this is the predicted path of Pam. You see it here, headed its way, look, southeastwards, and you've got the individual times and locations on there too. And you can see here speeds of 150 knots, so that's 160 miles per hour, but actually gusting 180 knots, so almost 200 miles per hour this afternoon. Wouldn't want to be around there, would you? Back closer to home, though, this is the MJO forecast, even from the CFS. And the black line here indicates where it's been so far. And then the coloured lines indicate individual runs, ensemble members of the MJO. And you see how it's currently coming through Phase 5. And Phase 5 looks like this. Typically, higher than normal heights down towards the south, and lower than normal heights up towards the north, and a west or west-northwesterly flow pushing rain eastwards through the UK. So southern areas dry, northern areas wetter. Now, it brings us out of Phase 5 somewhere around about the 15th, 16th. So into the early stages of next week. And then we're into a Phase 6. And Phase 6 typically looking like this, with higher than normal heights towards the north and lower than normal heights down towards the south, and generally picking up an east to southeasterly flow across the country, southern areas being more unsettled. It's the prediction from the ECMWF for the 18th, and you can see it's kind of there. It's got a low pool here across Iberia, look, higher than normal heights trying to get going off towards the east, but not up towards the north particularly, although there is another area of high pressure centred up here over Greenland. So there is some sort of consistency there, and this idea from this chart of the south being probably wetter, the north being drier and the east being drier as well, as we enter into Phase 6 with the winds generally coming from the east, is probably one to be accepted. And then we're heading into Phase 7. Phase 7 crops up around about the 22nd. So we're really cracking through the phases, as you can see. And Phase 7 again, trying to get the heights off towards the east, look, lower than all the heights towards the west, with a trough in the Atlantic and generally high pressure through the British Isles. CFS really wanting to go with this idea of the higher than all heights up towards the north and east of the country and trying to get that high in. And you'll know that kind of goes against the grain of what we were hinting at yesterday. But as I say, it's a fast-moving situation, this one. We're actually out of Phase 7 by the time, well, actually quite quickly, look, we've gone. So we're at Phase 7 by the 27th. So around about the 27th, which then brings us into Phase 8, which looks like this. So Phase 8 then has the trough then across Scandinavia with a high built further out towards the west. So it tends to bring us back into a cooler north and northwesterly flow and more unsettled conditions. And I think, again, what this tries to do is go for the 23rd, 24th, 25th. That sort of time as the dates we've got to watch for the potential of becoming really quite unsettled during that period. It's been a recurrent theme now, isn't it, that I've been on about. I've been boring private clients with that one as well. And in fact, that was a private client on the phone. So yeah, I think we need to watch those dates. Now, when do we get into phase 9? Because you can see here things moving pretty quickly. So we're getting into phase 9. Where are we? Yeah, we're into phase 9 around the... well, it's going to be around about the 1st, 2nd of the month. Just in here, look, so probably around April Fool's Day. And on the Fool, it's not phase 9, it's phase 1. Back into phase 1, around about April Fool's Day. And then, look, got the higher than normal heights down towards the south. We've got the trough towards the west, trough towards the east. And what it tries to do is connect through us. It basically brings us into cool conditions across Scotland with the risk of some wintry showers, but drier towards the south of the country. So I think really overall, you know, what we've got to pick from this is pressure is going to build probably the week after next for a time. And then we're going to find things turning more unsettled, taking us through to the end of the month. Before then, we go into a change of a sort of mixed end to the month, early part of April. But it's interesting to see that strong Catherine wheel around the MJO there, and how the MJO is going to be developing during the course of the next 30 days. And the CFS has been pretty consistent with that, so I think we can have reasonable confidence in it. But as ever, of course, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, so we will wait and see. But for now, whatever you're doing, thanks again for watching weatherweb.net. Have a great day and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.